Ear is the organ of the hearing and balance. The parts of the ear include the ear consisted of the auricular pavilion and the attributed external part of the ear. Its parts are Ellis channel of the Ellis pit of the anti-Ellis shallow antitragal lobe. The exam internal auditory canal that connects the outer ear to the inner ear or middle ear. The tympanic membrane. This membrane is separate from the outer ear to the middle ear. Its parts are pars plazia, pars dens, pars luminous, con hammerhead ombo. The middle ear consists of the little bones, the small connection bones that transmit sound waves to the inner ear. The bones are called hammer and Venus tube. The eustachian tube that joins the middle ear with the back of the nose. The eustachian tube helps balance the pressure in the middle ear. A balanced pressure is needed to obtain an accurate transfer of the sound waves. The eustachian tube is covered with mucosa, as is the inside of the nose and throat. Inner ear consists of the cochlea, which contains the nerves of the hearing, the lobe, which contains receivers for balance, semicircular conductors containing receptors for balance.
Pathologies of the ear. The pathologies of the external ear are external otitis, affected external auditive conduct caused bacteria, hearing symptoms, otalgia, hearing loss, otomycosis, affected external auditive conduct causes filamentous mushrooms, hearing symptoms, otalgia, inflammation. Chondritis affected atrial pavilion causes triggers, hearing symptoms, erythema, and otalgia. Middle ear, hearing loss, affected bone. The causes is damage to the bones, airways, stopper. Hearing symptoms, balance and dizziness, noise and ringing in the ear, pressure sensation in the hearings. The internal ear, Meniere's disease, affected anatomical structure, bone labyrinthine. The causes viral infection, genetic predisposition, neurosensory hearing loss, affected auditory nerve. The causes is age-related hearing loss, exposure to loud noises, earwax occlusion. And symptoms: hearing loss, ring of ears, difficulty picking up words in a noisy environment. The next pathology is tinnitus. Tinnitus affected structure auditory cells is caused for age-related hearing loss, exposure to loud noises, earwax occlusion, and the symptoms is buzz, bells, clicks.
Before audiometry, a case history should be performed to provide the necessary information about hearing complaints to form clinical trial strategies. In adults, they are asked about exposure to excessive noise, family history, or medication used for treat things. First, prepare the audiologist for what you can find in the evaluation. Second, now the preventive factors in hearing loss. Finally, analyze the type of hearing loss. The adult phones are for the use of the patient in which information about the user's hearing is found. Present problems in his hearing and in which ear. How often he hears noises, has had a sensation of stillness in the ears, surgeries, or family history, while the children's phone is for the parents, use in which information is found where they ask how they see their child regarding hearing, audiometry before their speech and language develop normally, their child takes medication, or information that may be useful in story. After this, we could verify the hearing loss that the user has, which can be unilateral, one ear, or bilateral, two ears. Also can be conductive affects external and middle ear. Can be sensorineural, where the inner ear is affected, or missed, where middle and internal external ears have some alteration. And according to the hearing levels, we will be based on stage 90-98, which classifies them into normal hearing of less than 10 to 10 decibels, minimal hearing loss of 11 to 25 decibels, mild of 26 of 40 decibels, moderate of 41 to 55 decibels, moderate severe of 56 to 70 decibels, severe of 71 to 90 decibels, and deep greater than 90 decibels.